Truly and literally, when you stop trying to desperately force the universe to make things look the way you want, when you just stop trying, when you just trust and let it go, it's that simple. Things just happen the way they are meant to happen. I think the best thing that I've ever done in my entire life is turn the journey inwards. Because it's like it changed fundamentally the foundation of how I carry out everything. My relationship with myself is literally like the best thing ever. If you're going on a journey and you don't build the foundations, like work on the relationship with yourself, make that the thing that you center everything around, it's like going on a journey with like a broken compass and an incomplete map. You can get easily led down a wrong path, or things can just very easily go haywire. But when you learn and commit time to truly valuing your authentic self and putting your authentic self and your truth first above all else, the entire map, your entire understanding of everything just sets into place so naturally. It's so good. And God, just remember this. Anything in your life can change, but the relationship that you build within, you are the only person that can touch that. I think so many of us go through our lives letting the world around us mold us, and I think we sometimes lose sight of the fact that, yes, we are surrounded by a world that, has its own hands and has their own means of creation and can imprint on your life. You forget that you are also a creator too. You have your own hands and you can sculpt your inner world into anything that you want it to be when you begin to improve that relationship with yourself. It's not going to be something that necessarily comes overnight. But may this be a reminder to keep on pushing in that direction, whether that be through journaling or just meditating and listening to everything that comes up, without trying to suppress anything beneath all those layers. Just wholeheartedly committing to yourself through the good and through the bad. There is so much to discover. It's an absolute goldmine. It's literally like, it is the most infinite source of riches that you will never find from anything outside of yourself. At least until you create that strong inner world. It can take some time to be able to see past the habits and the cycles that we find ourselves in that have probably been formed over so many years of input, just sort of keeping that flow going and making that familiarity seem like it's right because it feels familiar. Remember that it is completely fine and actually necessary and actually makes it even more gorgeous to take time with the journey. There is no rush. Everything that is meant to be happening is going to be happening. If you want it to go a billion steps further without even taking the time and the commitment to just appreciate what is happening in level 1, 2, 3, and 4, etc., and you want to go all the way to level 100, all that's going to do is stress you out and make you feel like you can't do it. You can. There is beauty in taking it slow. Time is your friend. Everything that is meant to be happening in a moment is happening in a moment. And if you ignore something that you need to address, trust me when I say it will keep on popping back up. Your world will force you to address it until it's something that you can finally cycle out of, leaving space to create new, gorgeous patterns. God, the divine timing of everything is just gorgeously perfect. I prayed yesterday that today would be a gorgeous day. I didn't try to put any restraints on what that would look like. Earlier, I probably thought that gorgeous day was going to involve hanging out with my cousin, but she went home. But I still kept my mind open to the possibility that it could still be a gorgeous day. I don't need to know in what way. I don't need to know the how. I'm just going to let go and just accept whatever comes my way. And everything just gorgeously fell into place. I just had the most lovely conversation with a new friend. It's a type of friendship that I have been wanting for so long I cannot even explain. So I just feel alive and happy and creative and just like bursting with like good energy. And then my parents go out. So then usually when my parents go out, I'm like, oh, that's not a fun thing for me because it means I have to be a bit more responsible for certain things at home. And my parents have gone out, so it means that I had the space to make this video in my kitchen. I've never filmed a video in here before. And it's really fun to be able to be loud with my voice for once and just expressive and passionate. I could have chosen to put a very limiting, rigid idea of what I wanted today to look like in order for it to be good. But goodness can come in a million types of possibilities that we in our human mind can't even comprehend. We don't even have the time and capacity to go through every single one of those routes and understand why each of those experiences would be so beautiful. Letting go and just letting it fall into whatever shape and form it wants to fall into, even if we don't understand why all those things falling into place will necessarily lead to something greater. And truly, when faith is at the foundation of the way that you live your life, when you prioritize creating an inner world within yourself where you can feel safe enough to feel that faith, that is when your life is actually going to start showing up in the most beautiful, gorgeous way possible. A lot of us latch onto feelings of control and repeating habits where we sort of have the control in the situation because it lets us feel safe. And familiarity and feeling limited in what we can feel safe in is one of the biggest limits that comes when people want to create a beautiful life for themselves, want to manifest a gorgeous life for themselves. Because faith can literally power through anything. It can power through uncomfortable feelings. It can power through undesirable circumstances. And that faith and that trust and that relationship that we build with ourselves, they all come hand in hand. Because faith isn't about setting rules for yourself or telling yourself that this good thing can only happen when I've done this, this, and this. It literally allows complete freedom and complete liberation in all that you are. You are allowed to feel whatever you want. You are allowed to have as many doubts and feel all the thoughts that you want to think. The world is allowed to play out anything in front of you. And faith can still persevere because faith isn't a feeling, it is a choice. Wherever you are, I don't care that I don't know your name, that I don't know your face, that I don't know your story. I just know that your life is going to be fucking gorgeous and brilliant. I promise you, once it starts becoming something that you commit to, the relationship that you have with yourself will be more exciting than anything that could possibly enter your life. The internal is infinite, limitless. It knows no bounds. The external can come and go and waver. The external can change at any moment. But you, being the one thing that you can have autonomy over, can be the most gorgeous constant in your life. And when you know yourself well enough and when you have that gorgeous relationship with yourself, you begin to trust yourself. And therefore you will begin to trust the process of life because you bothered to get to know the beautiful person behind the driver's seat of your life. Wherever you are, whoever you are, know that you have at least one person rooting and cheering for you. You have got this. Genuinely mean that. I genuinely flipping believe in you. And I believe in you because I truly believe that every single person has the capacity in themselves to form that gorgeous relationship with themselves. That's not to say that the journey is straightforward or simple. It's not meant to be. Think of it as like, well, as within, so without, right? It's like that gorgeous imagery of a tree, you know, the deeper the roots go, the further down that tree has gone into the very depths of the very, very dark ground where there is no sunlight to be seen, the higher the tree can grow and reach the very tippy top of the sky, all the way to the stars and beyond. The things in your life that feel like they keep on repeating and that are causing you so much suffering, I pray that you can find the lessons that are trying to be told to you from behind them, what they're trying to tell you about yourself, what they're trying to tell you about what you want out of life or don't want out of life. It is time to explore the wonderful world that is yourself. I promise you there is so much beauty in it, so much, or I wouldn't be flipping going on and on about it. Some songs that come to mind: Nothing You Can Take From Me, Was Ever Worth Keeping, Lucy Gray, Hunger Games. Life's No Fun Through Clear Waters, Addison Rae. And then naturally Headphones On by Addison Rae. Please have the most gorgeous day, and if you feel like that's not possible right now, please have the most cathartic day that you possibly can. And if it's even just beyond that, I hope that you can take some time to attend to yourself, at least. You are infinite, you are love. Have a blessed, blessed day.